What's up, y'all? It's your boy King, and welcome to the Raw review. I just did SmackDown because I'm a lazy prick, and yeah, so if you guys didn't watch the SmackDown review, make sure you guys check it out. This video will go out at 3-ish. SmackDown will go out at 1, because obviously SmackDown was before Raw, so why would I put Raw before SmackDown? Come on, think. So yeah, Raw was really good. Like, I can't, like, I'm like speechless. Like, these past few months, these past few weeks, like, Raw's been great. It's been so good, so good. So let's start with the funniest one. We had an interview with the Miz in his house, getting ready for Mr. and Mrs. A premiere or whatnot. I don't really know what they were doing, but after the interview was done, you can see Dexter Lumis outside, and outside the window, and then he leaves. The Miz leaves, and then he goes inside a car, and then strolls out, and then the camera just turns back to the house and sees Dexter Lumis inside of the house, which is insane. I gotta say, this is really entertaining right now. I love it. Love what they're doing with Dexter Lumis right now. But yeah, Johnny Gargano had his first match on Raw, and guys, what a better opponent to have than Chad Gable. They went crazy. I enjoyed that match so much. And the thing is, if you want to introduce a new talent that isn't that good, you give him Chad Gable. If you want Johnny Wrestling to have a good match with anyone, he can have that good match. But with Chad, Gable made it special because they were going in, ankle lock after ankle lock after roll up after ankle lock, and then eventually Otis gets involved and Johnny Wrestling kicks Otis out, and then does this nasty DDT from like the top rope, from the apron, no, from the side of the. You guys have to watch it. It was good. I don't even know how you even call that. Springboard, I don't know. DDT, reverse, I guess. But it was really good. So shout outs to them. Omos had a squash match, but I thought that Braun Strowman was just gonna come out. I heard this like one guy yell, "We want Strowman," and I was like, oh Jesus, I know what's gonna happen. But it didn't happen, so we'll see what's gonna happen. Braun Strowman, curious on who his first rivalry is going to be, but most likely it's going to be Omos, because Omos is doing nothing, so it'll be good to have him back on TV, We had Riddle interrupt Seth Rollins after Seth was trying to say his future goals. Then they had a brawl. Then the Judgment Day appeared. They tried to convince Riddle, because Randy because Seth had took off and was able to get away. Tried to tell Riddle to join the Judgment Day. Riddle said no, bro. Then Finn and them started beating up each other, and eventually turned into Finn Balor versus Riddle, with Finn Balor winning via distraction from Seth Rollins. It was a really good match. I totally enjoyed it, especially to be the first match on the card. It was pretty good. We had an open challenge from Bianca Belair, which Sonya Deville accepted. Shout out to Sonya Deville, doing a lot of hard work. Everyone kind of knew that she wasn't gonna win, but it was really like a storytelling. Like, Bianca was literally having trouble with Sonya. So the reason why she was having trouble was because she was too focused on her loss to Bayley at Clash of the Castle. So that makes sense. So then we also had a tag team match between Io Sky and Dakota Kai and Sky, if I may say, versus Aaliyah and Raquel Rodriguez, and it was for the women's championship. I was gonna say SmackDown Women's Championship, the WWE Women Tag Team Championships, with Dakota Kai and Io Sky winning, and surprisingly, Raquel Rodriguez didn't turn heel. So what I'm assuming is they're gonna have a rematch, and then they're gonna lose, and then she's gonna turn heel. At least that's what I think is gonna happen. So shout outs to that. Then Kevin Owens goes on a promo of the year type vibe, interrupting Austin Theory and telling him that he's a bitch, and that he's doing everything incorrectly, and that he has to start wrestling with passion instead of being like, oh, I'm the best because I'm 24 years old, and it's 24 years old and it's still not younger than me. So I guess I can become the youngest Money in the Bank. Breathe quick. Where's my Money in the Bank contract? Ayo. So then they had a brawl after Kevin Owens slapped. If you guys, yes, Kevin Owens slapped Austin Theory. If you guys didn't see that promo, please, wait after. I was gonna say pause the video and then go and check it out and then come back, but no, don't do that. Wait till the video's done and then go and check that out, okay? Because it was really, really good. We also had Seth Rollins gloating after, of course, after the Finn match. He did attack Riddle, and he was gloating over it. Got interrupted for an interview, then got confronted by Bobby Lashley, which makes sense because Riddle was an MMA guy, Bobby Lashley was an MMA guy, and then Seth is like, oh, you all MMA guys are all the same. So I'm assuming he's talking about Brock Lesnar too, right? So then Bobby Lashley tells him that Seth is not the face of Raw because faces of stuff have titles on them. And then Seth's like, well, I wasn't talking about your title that I wanted, but I don't mind taking it away from you. So now, next week we're going to have not only Kevin Owens versus Austin Theory, but also advertised Bobby Lashley versus Seth Rollins for the WWE United States Championship. I'm really curious on what that is going to look like. If I can put my finger on it, I would say either Bobby Lashley beats the hell out of Seth, which is highly unlikely, or Riddle gets involved and starts beating up Seth, causing a DQ, just like Bobby Lashley beat The Miz via DQ because, yeah, basically. So, yeah, basically that's the bottom total conspiracy thing. So then we had our main event between Dominic Mysterio and Edge, and guys, if you were to tell me that Dominic Mysterio would turn heel just to get his ass beat the whole match, and then it ended in a DQ, guys, and Judgment Day stood tall at the end of the day, but Dominic still got bodied by Edge, which is crazy to think about. I thought maybe one or two distractions from Maria would be enough to have Dominic have majority of the offense, but Edge literally was smacking him like left and right, and I thought it was funny, but like it's not funny. Like, stop doing this to us. Like, please just do something correctly and not have this guy like just get smuggered. Like, if you're gonna kill the Judgment Day, don't kill them with, like, you just gave him a new member, don't kill them with Dominic. Like, that's crazy. But yeah, that was it. That being said, they call me the king. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Make sure you guys like the video. Helps me out a ton. That being said, they call me the king. Catch you guys next time. Peace.